Hello and welcome. Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can eliminate debt in 2021 and become completely debt-free. Now, before I do that, let me just explain a little bit about my background, who I am, and why I might be qualified to help you eliminate debt in 2021. And my name is Malcolm Pennington, and if you don't know me, I'm originally from the UK, but I've been living in Spain now for 22 years altogether. And for your information, when I came to Spain, I had £20 in my pocket. And many people, of course, would think that that's a bit of a foolish thing to move abroad, albeit that my parents were living in Spain, admittedly, but nevertheless, to move abroad, leave the rat race, which I was in at the time in the UK, and move to a foreign country, not speaking the language, and with no specific plan in mind. But that's actually what happened 22 years ago. And very, very quickly, I was running and operating a very successful business. I started a business with my £20 and I became one of the most successful property companies in Spain, selling thousands of properties and being nominated by the UK Which magazine as the best property company in Spain and employing 164 staff. Now, that was all prior to the crash of 2008. Now, the reason I'm telling you that is because if you are currently in a financial situation right now and you've got debt and you'd like to know how to eliminate that debt, I just want you to understand the first and foremost important reality, and that is your situation right now is not at all permanent. Yes, it can be permanent, and many people spend their entire life in debt. But if you can change your mindset and apply the methods and strategies I'm going to teach in this short video, then yes, you can eliminate all your debt in 2021 and beyond and never have to endure the hardship of facing debt ever again. Okay, so that's what we're going to cover in this video. So, of course, it does deserve your full time and attention. It's very, very simple. It's not rocket science, as the expression goes, but if you can apply these principles, then you will eliminate debt. So let me cover quite a few areas just to sort of help you to understand why debt occurs in the first instance and what we can do to eliminate it. So first of all, there's nothing wrong with debt. When I say nothing wrong with debt, it's something which 95% of people have experience of, because in reality, 5% of the population are what we might call independent, financially independent and rich and wealthy, whatever terminology you want to use. But for the 95%, they are working the 9 to 5, they're in a routine, they're in a rut, shall we say, faced with debt and trying to climb out of it. So what kind of debt am I talking about? Well, ask yourself this question. Do you have any credit cards? You've probably got more than one, you might have several. In fact, probably at the moment, your mindset is you'd like as many credit cards as possible. So that's the first question. Do you have credit cards? Do you have any personal loans? You might purchase things for the house or even for your business. Do you have any personal loans for any equipment or any furniture or anything you might have purchased? Some people even take out a personal loan for a holiday. But do you have any personal loans? What about the car that you drive or the cars that you drive? Are they on finance? There's all kinds of fancy financial packages, whether it's a personal loan, a car loan, various different methods of borrowing the money to drive the latest vehicle on the road. But do you have a car that's on finance? And of course, the biggest one is, do you have a mortgage? You might have more than one property, so you might have more than one mortgage. But there's lots of different debt that we can get into. And the purpose, as I say, of this video is to show you how you can eliminate that debt. So there are all the different examples of debt. And if you're one of the 95% of the population, then I'm sure you'll have debt in all those areas. You'll have personal loans, you'll have a car loan, you'll certainly probably have a mortgage. And that's why you're currently in that situation where the last thing you want to do is jeopardize your income because you've got a requirement to earn that income to pay your debts. And that's what it is for most people. So why is it that we have debt? Well, debt is part of the banking system, if you think about it. The financial system that's been created now hundreds of years is all based on borrowing from the rich and lending to the poor. And if you're borrowing money for a property, or you're borrowing money to buy a car, or borrow money to pay for household goods, including groceries on a credit card, for example, unfortunately, you're in the poor category. And that's normal for most people. And that's what the banking system is. They want to encourage as many people as possible to be in debt, because they know that when you pay your debts, they're going to make their interest, and they're going to make very, very big profits from all the interest charges they charge, both on your car loan, your mortgage, your credit cards. And, many people, of course, when they've got credit cards, are only too excited when the bank perhaps, or the lender, will offer them a higher credit limit or another credit card, and they think that they can pay off the old debts with the new loan. But all they're doing, they're spiraling into more and more debt. And I'm sure much of what I'm talking right now will make you think about your own personal situation. And it's not just true for you, it's true for most people, of course. Another thing, of course, is why do we get into debt in the first instance? Is because, of course, we all want the good things in life, and the good things in life cost money. And of course, why not take the easy route? The easy route is to get a credit card. The easy route is to get a new car and have it on finance. The easy route is to, buy your own property and have a mortgage. But is it really the easy route that you're looking for? Is it the lifestyle that you're looking for? Because, when you've got the income, trust me, you can buy whatever you want. To be able to go out and buy a brand new Mercedes or a brand new Ferrari, as I've got experience of, and pay cash is a wonderful feeling. In fact, sometimes we don't realize how lucky we are when we've got the cash, but that's what you're aiming for. You're aiming to be able to have sufficient capital to be able to go out and buy a property and pay cash, or to go out and buy a car and pay cash, and certainly to be able to fund anything that you want without having to think twice about it. So we've talked about the banking system. The banking system is based on, borrowing from the rich and lending to the poor. It's also giving into people's temptation. People want, all the best things that are available, but they don't want to have to work for that money. They just want the quick way and, to keep up with the neighbors, as it were. But this video, as I say, is all about how to eliminate debt and be debt free in 2021 and beyond. So how are we going to do that? Well, logic tells me that the only way you're going to eliminate debt and to be debt free in 2021 is for you to create extra income. So how are you going to create extra income? Well, most people would agree that to start a business, you're going to need capital in the first instance. Now, if you remember my story when I started this video, I explained that I created a multi-million-pound business with a £20 startup capital. I had no borrowings, no loans, no debts. It was very, very cash positive and extremely successful. So, yes, of course, you could start a business. And I believe that the best businesses are those that you start with little or no capital. And I'm going to elaborate in a few moments how you can start one of those type of businesses. So really, we're talking about creating more income. So apart from having a business, how could you create more income otherwise? Well, you could have a second job. You could work longer hours. You could ask your boss for a pay rise. But none of those really are realistic methods of solving your financial problem. The only thing that's going to get you out of debt and to put you in a situation where you can have the good things in life are if you earn more income. And this is really all about having the right mindset. If all the people that you know are currently in debt and they're struggling to survive, as many people are right now, of course, at the time of producing this video, right in the middle of this coronavirus pandemic. Now, of course, we've got the effects of globalization taking place, where more and more companies are outsourcing to places like India and the Philippines. More and more companies are buying products from places like China or Hong Kong, from the Far East. And, you know, most jobs are at risk, even jobs that we considered in the past to be secure careers for the rest of our lives. There's no such thing as a secure job anymore. And in fact, if you're watching this video, maybe you're in that situation right now. Maybe it's just a question of time before your redundancy is served and you're going to be leaving your career, because thousands of people, as we know, have unfortunately been given redundancy and have been forced into unemployment. I think it's a terrible situation. We've got airline pilots who are currently working, stacking shelves in Sainsbury's. I mean, who would have thought that? In my local newspaper, the bank, which I bank with in Spain, has currently laid off 7,000 more people from their banks. Who would have thought that? You know, having a job in a bank used to be a job for life, but now it's no longer. So on the contrary, I'm going to open your mind to people who were in that financial situation I'm describing. I'm talking about people who 15 months ago, 18 months ago, didn't have sufficient money in their pocket to put fuel in their car. So they knew all about being in debt. Those people are now millionaires. Now, I'm not saying that you can become a millionaire in 15 months or 18 months, but I'm confident that if you follow the methods in a link that I'm going to put below this video in the description box, if you're watching it on YouTube, if you've received an email from me, click the link below. And on the next page, I'm going to go into detail about an opportunity for you that can change your life financially. Yes, it's going to put you in the driving seat. You're going to learn new skills. And what's the expression I'm trying to think of right now? The situation I'm trying to think of is the skill divide. It's not the skill divide, it's something else I'm looking for. Where basically there's a need for you right now to develop the skills necessary to be successful, because a lot of the things that you've learned in the past are just not relevant anymore. You know, today we are online, whether we like it or not, we are online, and we need a business which is going to help people with their lifestyle and certainly their finances. And I believe that in business is all about creating a solution for people. And if your problem right now is getting out of debt and eliminating debt in 2021 and beyond, then it's my responsibility to show you the solutions for you to get out of debt. And if I can show you the solutions, then that can create income potentially for me. So it's all about me providing you with a financial solution. So I hope that's given you a little bit of inspiration. As I say, I've been living the Mediterranean lifestyle now for 22 years. I've traveled around the world. I think I've been to something like 50 countries. Most of those countries have been while I've been living in Spain. So I treat Spain purely as a base, but I've had wonderful holidays, traveling either business class or first class around the world, staying in 5-star hotels. In fact, when Concorde was flying, I was fortunate to fly on Concorde several times. And this is the sort of lifestyle I'm talking about. So if you'd like to know how to eliminate debt in 2021 and beyond, just enter your name, email, and I think phone number in the form below. And you're going to receive emails from me. Do look out for those emails. And if you're receiving an email from me with this video, then click below this video, and that will give you full details about how you can change your lifestyle in 2021 and eliminate, of course, all the debt that we're talking about. So I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and I do hope sincerely that you can eliminate the debt that you've got right now. That's the credit cards, the personal loans, the mortgage, the car loans, and I want to see you moving into a new lifestyle in 2021 and beyond. So as I say, to repeat myself, just simply enter your details in the form below this video in the description box. But if you're receiving this video by email, do click on the link below, and I'm going to go into full detail about how you can be involved with multi-billion-dollar companies. That's right. This is not pie in the sky idea. These are multi-billion-dollar companies working with new technology and helping average people to become very, very wealthy very, very quickly. And if you just simply want to create an extra 10,000 to pay off your credit cards, That's very, very possible very quickly. If you want to earn an extra 30,000 to pay all your credit cards and your personal loans, that's also possible. Equally, if you want to earn a few 100,000 to pay off your mortgage and all your other debts as well, that's also possible. And if you want to earn 500,000 and beyond, then that's also possible as well. In fact, I'll let you into a little secret, but one of my friends in this business who started less than 18 months ago already earns over $1 million a month and rising very quickly. In fact, he was telling me that he anticipates his income to be over $10 million a month by Christmas 2021. So you've got a lot to get excited about. Do take action. Enter your details on the form below if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching this from an email that you've received from me, just click on the link below and get full details. But above all, do take action. It's not about getting information. It's all about taking action with the information. So thanks again. I'll speak to you soon, and have a great day. All the best. Cheers for now.